भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुं स्वस्तनूभिः व्यशेमदेवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ओम शांति शांति शांति. May it be auspiciousness that we see, auspiciousness that we hear, auspiciousness that we do. May we be governed by Shiva, which is auspiciousness. May He, who manifests as many, but is one, keep us well so that we can play our roles in the manner fit. Om. We are in the sadhana of understanding Kaivalya Upanishads, 12th verse, which talks of the entire creation of Prakriti as Maya. She who is Maya Devi, she who is Sita Devi, she who is Prakriti is the one, she who is Shakti, is the one who makes us move and do. Saeva Maya Parimohitatma Shariram Asthaya Karoti Sarvam. This Maya becomes this being and does everything. But how is one to transcend that and understand our true nature is only through Prapatti to Paramatma, saluting the Master. Mam eva ye prapadyante mayam etam tarantite. Bhagavad Gita Acharya says in his Gita. Mam eva ennai mattum prapatti seivavar. Ones who do not report to two masters, I always say, no? How can you report to the ego and to Paramatma both? Paramatma will be giving one instruction, ego will be giving another instruction. Both are masters. You decide that they both are masters. Actually, they are both not masters. There is only one master. But you have decided that the ego is also one master. We are subservient to that, no? Undoubtedly, we go by the dictats of our ego. Why do we go by the dictats of our ego? Why do we allow ourselves to be subservient to him as the master? Instead, we should question him, no? But we don't do that. So, desire or kama or sangha, attachment, you can call it anything. Kama, desire, or sangha, attachment, or ego, aham, ahankaram, anything you call it by any name, but that is what drives us, no? So that is what drives us. This morning I got on WhatsApp message, it was very sweet. It said, we are going on pushing the door of happiness, trying to open it, but we should actually turn it inwards. We should pull it, not push it. We go on pushing the door of happiness. Open door, open sesame. Like Alibaba tried, not Alibaba, Alibaba's brother tried so many passwords, nothing worked. Sesame he forgot, open sesame he forgot. Okay, so we are all Alibaba's brothers only. Because Alibaba knew the password, he went inside, no? He could go inside the cave at his will, he could come out of the cave at his will, he could bring the riches. We are not doing that because we are subservient to the wrong master. So, we are going on pushing the door of happiness where actually we should pull it, it's inward. We should turn it inward, not outward. So, this Maya, so Pranipata or this subservience to the master alone, that's why he says, Mam eva ye prapadyante. Mam eva navatana nan mattum, only Mam eva ye prapadyante. Maya etam tarantite. They will cross over this Maya. So we were exploring the Sadhana Panchakam. And Sadhana Panchakam gives us so many dictats as to how we have to behave and do and act in the world so that we can get the complete equanimity, the complete what we call the preparation for being ready to reach the Supreme. That is the sadhana. If you are already there, there is no sadhana. You are beyond sadhana. And in that, we thought we can discuss how the Mahavakyas have been revealed and how Bhagavad Gita has been revealed in its 18 chapters. So we started with Arjuna Vishada Yoga, where he is in a state of confusion. I go on saying this, I've said it 2-3 times in this discussion itself. But this morning one thought came to me that if there is no diagnosis, how will you be able to find the medicine or the correct cure? So the diagnosis is what is happening in Arjuna Vishada Yoga. The conflict is the diagnosis of that is where he is actually undergoing the treatment is starting in Sankhya Yoga in chapter 2. But he is actually in that state of where we need to go for a scan, where we need to go for this test and that test. That there is something troubling us so much. So the diagnosis is happening there. So he is in that state of conflict, and somebody was saying, I get so irritated with myself because I know I should not get angry. But anger overcomes me. So when I finish getting angry, I feel very upset with myself. I'm angry with myself. I feel very disturbed by myself. So I said that if you are disturbed with that is the first step. Then you will get to the final step. You have taken the first step already. If you say, my temperament is to get angry. I am not wrongly angry. So So Arjuna, in that point of conflict, in that point of confusion, in that point of needing a diagnosis, is also simultaneously having surrender. And that is the reason why Gitacharya, to that one entity who is also a part of himself, Narayana are not different, starts giving the Gita Upadesha. Of course he knows, Gitacharya knows it's going to be available to every Arjuna, all of us, in the world. So right away, we have said many times, right away he goes to logic, he goes to reason, he says it is not possible for you to grieve over something which is in any case going to, it's a waste of time for you to grieve over something which is in any case going to come to its end. If you want to grieve, you grieve, but anyway it's going to come to its end. So what's the point? Point 1. Point 2, anyway the Atma can never be destroyed. Even if you try to destroy it, cannot be. So why are you worried? 3, you don't have any right to think about the fruits of actions in any case. Karmani eva adhikarate ma phaleshu kadachana. You can never, you don't have any adhikara over the fruits. So why are you worried? So clean logic first, Sankhya Yoga, he comes to rational thinking, clean logic, he says you might as well think with your intellect first. Third chapter, so first chapter, second chapter, third chapter he goes to the point of Karma Yoga. In Karma Yoga, he says don't have any asakti towards the world or to the action or to karma. You don't have any attachment to it and act. You act without any asakti, without any attachment. Okay. Tasmat asakta karyam karma samachara. Therefore, asakta, without attachment, karyam karma, please do your action, samachara, keep doing. He says. Fourth chapter, he says you have to go on doing action without asking. In fourth chapter, what does he do? He says, Brahmarpanam, Brahmahavi, Brahmagno, Brahmanahutam, Brahmaiva Dena Gantavyam, Brahma Karma Samadhina. He says, Brahman is everything. You are nothing. Only Brahman is. That is jnana. That is the path of understanding. Brahman is the only actor, not you. Then he says, Tad Vidhi Pranipatena. So you better understand that with Pranipata, by falling at great one's feet, Pariprashnena, by understanding, by questioning, Sevaya, by service, Upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas-tattvadarshinaha. Then you will get the Upadesha of Jnana by great seers. He says, have Shraddha. All this he says in the 4th chapter, which we've already discussed. He says, have Shraddha. Shraddhavan labhate jnanam tatparas samyatendriyah jnanam labdhva param shantim achirena adhigacchati. So he says, it is the one with Shraddha who will get the jnana. This we did not discuss, we stopped actually at this point. What is Shraddha? Shraddha is faith. But Shraddha is unquestioning faith. If you have a doubt, see, Kumarila Bhatta, Jnanashankara's story, he was a great Advaitin. But when he was questioned, he says, if what I have understood is true, then may nothing happen to me. So the if varapudadu. If is a, even though it was not actually intentional, he did not even think that of that if, but that if came off due to Maya again. So you see, if God's grace is there, it will happen. God's grace is there, it will happen. See the difference between the two? So, Shraddha is something which is unquestioning faith. It will happen. If you have that kind of faith, if Bhagavan gives you that kind of faith, then Ishvara becomes bound to give you that. Otherwise, if there is even a mild doubt, then Ishvara has the choice to give or not. Otherwise, it is not possible. For Sahadevan வந்து கிருஷ்ணரை கட்டி போட்டாங்க, என்ன பண்ண முடியும்? அதால நகரவே முடியல. எப்படி கட்டி போட்டாங்க? தியானத்தில் உட்கார்ந்து கட்டி போட்டாங்க. கிருஷ்ணர் இங்க உட்கார்ந்துட்டு பேர முடியல. அங்கதான் சகதேவன் உட்கார்ந்துருக்காங்க தியானத்துல. Physically they are not together, but he is sitting in dhyana. Krishna is unable to move. So if that kind of faith is there, then labhate jnanam, you will definitely get knowledge. Self-knowledge cannot but come to you. Shraddhavan labhate jnanam tatparas samyatendriyah. Then what happens after Brahma Jnana comes? Jnanam labdhva param shantim achirena adhigacchati. See, jnana is, even in Bhagavad Gita and all great words, jnana is that which allows you to go to the state of unalloyed bliss. Knowledge is bliss, but knowledge is the reason for you to reach the state of Brahma. Once knowledge comes, once light comes, there can be no darkness. It's like that. Once light comes in, how can there be darkness? It is not possible. They cannot be coexistent. It is not possible for darkness and light to be coexistent. Light is on means darkness goes. Jnanam labdhva param shantim. Then having got jnana, great shanti, param shantim. Not shanti, not peace. This is the param shanti, which is unalloyed, non-changing peace. Achirena adhigacchati, immediately, without haste, he will reach. But he does not stop there, Hitacharya. Hitacharya warns Arjuna and therefore warns us, Argyascha, Ashradhanascha, Samshayatma vinashyati. If you are a doubting Thomas, you will not get anywhere. Samshayatma vinashyati. Why should he say that? He need not say. He can say Jnanam will take you to the highest state. No, he doesn't stop there. He says, do not have doubt. If you don't have doubt, you will reach. No doubt about that. But do not have doubt, he says. He says, Agyascha, one who is ignorant, Ashraddha, because who has no Shraddha, no faith. Ashradhanascha, Samshayatma vinashyati. If he has got the samshaya, he is doubtful, he will be destroyed. Vinashyati means God, not typically, we will not get not destroyed. He will not reach our goal, that is destruction for us, no? If we do not reach Brahma Jnana, it is destruction for us, no? If we are constantly caught in this cycle of birth and death, it is destruction for us, no? If we are kept apart from the Supreme, it is destruction for us, no? Vinashyati. Nayam lokos, na ayam lokosti, na paro, na sukham samshayatmanaha. Not only in this loka, not in that loka, you will not get any kind of joy. Na sukham samshayatmanaha. Nayam lokosti, na paro, na sukham samshayatmanaha. So let us develop Shraddha. See, and now by this, very clearly he says, all this is done, 4th chapter. So in chapter 1 there is the confusion, chapter 2 there is the logic, chapter 3 there is the karma yoga, chapter 4 there is the giving up of life. Giving up of all action and surrendering only or understanding the Supreme. He's come there. 5th chapter, now our path as you and me is confused. He says, 1 minute you are telling you do action, next minute you are saying give up action. What is it that I should do? Sannyasam karmanam Krishna punar yogam cha samshati. So sannyasam karmanam, that is karmanam sannyasam. That is, you want to give up. Sannyasa is giving up. You want me to give up action. Punar yogam cha samsasi. After that, yoga here is karma yoga. Shamsasi, you praise happily. Sikam, do karma. Punar yogam cha samsasi. Yet shreyaha, which is greater? Ekayor ekam. Give me one among these two. I am getting confused. 1 minute you saying give up action, 1 minute you saying do action. Yet shreyaha etayor ekam tanme bruhi sunishchitam. That you tell me and be clear about that. Nishchita, be direct and correct about that. Krishna's reply in the next class. And so we are here to understand what Shri Krishna is going to say. In reply to Arjuna's question as which is greater, is it better to act or better to give up action? Of course, we will say the two are not